My name's Alina Nicholson. Life Conference was in 2016 for me, and it was in Kansas City, Missouri. I went on a plane with most of my youth group. Well, I had never gone to winter or summer camp, so it was kind of a leap of faith into something that I never experienced before. We had a small group session after one of the sermons. Michael was talking about how that we were enough. And then I started crying because I had never heard those words before spoken to me, and I guess I just really needed that. That's the first memory that comes to mind. But also, I forgot who it was. Someone's playing the flute, and it was really dope.
That's a great two memories.
Yeah. It was just different because when you're at school, you can't really talk about God in a way that you can being surrounded by other Christians or other people who believe in the same thing as you. So when you're in a setting that you can do that, that's what makes it so amazing. Yeah, there was fear. I didn't know what I was getting myself into mostly. The fear of the unknown, I suppose. What I love most about life, the message that I got from it. Everyone got something different out of life, and what I got from it was a life direction that literally changed my life. So life changes lives. I am studying youth and family ministry at Crown College in Minnesota. There was a specific sermon, I forgot who was speaking, but they were talking about like missionary work and ministry, and I was like, wow, I want to do that. And I don't know why I wanted to do that, because I wanted to be a computer science major, not to teach people about God. But I remember sitting next to Alina, the other Alina, the youth leader, and she was writing in her journal, and she was like, do you have something to tell me? And I was like, how did you know? How could you possibly ever know that? I was literally just sitting next to her, and I was like, yeah, I think I want to be like a missionary or like a leader of some sort. And she was like, yeah, I could see that. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to continue praying for the rest of life, the conference, not actual life, but the conference, and see what pops up in my little brain. And becoming a youth pastor came up somehow, some way. And that's what I'm doing right now. Even if I become a missionary in the future, I'm sure I'll take my students on mission trips with me, and it'll be really dope. Support Life Conference because young people are easily influenced, and this is a good influence for them. And it's a way for students to get out of their comfort zone, for one, by going to Florida this year, and to be surrounded by other Christians, and to be surrounded by God. Most importantly, by God. Just go. Don't worry about the money. People always tell me don't worry about the money, and I'm like, what are you talking about? But I'm like, I've learned that God will always provide no matter what. So don't worry about the money. The money will come sooner or later, even if it's at the very last minute. But the money will come, so don't worry about that. And if you're fearful about the unknown, get over it. I'm going to college halfway across the country. I got over my fear, so you can too. And I'm the most anxious person I know. So just go. Just do it. You're gonna have the time of your life, no pun intended, but you will, and make sure you go with the intent of getting something out of it. Because if you go just to hang out with your friends, then you'll most likely just hang out with your friends. But if you go trying to get something out of it, then you most likely will. Go to life, support life, it changes lives. Oh, that was really cool.